is Diksha MM, 6M ISE. Next slide. Now I am going to explain some aptitude questions on Java. The first question is, which four options describe the correct default values for array elements of the types indicated? First option is int 0, string, null, dog, null, char, float, boolean. Can anyone guess this answer? Don't know.
Just try to read out the question once again, other students. Which four options describe the correct default values for array elements of the types indicated? Just see the options. Okay, Divya, Disha.
Okay, ma'am. The answer is option B, 1, 3, 4, 5, or the correct answer, because back Pachandi. First one is right because 0 is the default value for int, and second is wrong because default value for string is null only because it is enclosed with double quotes. So default dom is it is also, and the default value for string is null without double, and default value for character means it is enclosed with single quotes, so it is also a valid, and float 0.0f, it is also a valid, and boolean, the default value for boolean is false, not true, hence the option is B, 1, 3, 4, 5 or the right answer. Next slide.
Understood? See that string, just come back to previous slide, Chandrika. See here the second one, string, the default value is null actually. But here they have assigned null, but null is enclosed inside the double quote, so it is wrong. Similarly, see the boolean, sixth option. So boolean variable, they have assigned true, but the default value actually is false for the boolean data type or the for boolean variable. So that is why the sixth one is also wrong. Is that correct, Diksha?
Yes, ma'am, correct.
Okay. Okay. Next slide.
Next slide. The second question, which one of these lists contains only Java programming language keywords? Can anybody guess this answer? It is easy.
List. It is a list. Every A is a list. B is a list. Okay. So the list should contain only the Java keywords. Okay. So that list you need to identify. Your answer, it can be A, B, C, D, E. Just guess. List is nothing but the array.
Option B.
Yes, you are right answer. Next slide. Option B is the right answer. Option A is wrong answer. Why? Because the keyword of the primitive int starts with lowercase I. Hence, option A is wrong. And option C is wrong. Back, Bachandu. Here, int is start with lowercase letter, but here it is uppercase letter. Hence, option A is wrong. Option B is the right answer because go to, instance of, native, finally, default, throws. These are all keywords of Java. And try, virtual, through final volatile transient. Option C is wrong because here virtual is keyword in C++ but not in Java. Hence option C is wrong. In option D, constant is not a keyword. Hence option D is also wrong. And in options E, include is a keyword in C but not in Java. So option B is the right answer. Is anybody have doubt? No doubts? Okay. Next question. Which will legally declare, construct and initialize an array? Option A, int of mylist. It is enclosed with flower brackets 1, 2, 3 and these are all enclosed with double quotes. Option B is int of mylist enclosed with brackets 582. Int mylist of 4970. Int mylist of 437. Can anyone guess this answer? Which will legally declare, construct and initialize? No one get the answer? Okay, I will explain. Option D is the right answer. The only legal array declaration and assignment statement is option D. And option A is wrong. Why? Because it initializes an int array with string literals. It is enclosed with double quotes means it is string. Hence, this is wrong option. And option B is also wrong because it used something other than only braces for the initialization. So it is also wrong. And option C is wrong because it provides initial values for only one dimension. So although the declared array is a two-dimensional array, so C is also wrong. Anybody have doubt? Understood? Or shall I explain once again?
Repeat, Diksha.
Okay, ma'am. Which will legally declare, construct and initialize an array. Means declare, construct and initialize they are asking. So here option A is wrong. Why? Because it initializes an int array with string literals 1, 2, 3. String means it is enclosed with double quotes, hence it is string. So it is wrong. And option B is also wrong. Why? Because it uses something other than curly braces. So it is also wrong. And option C is also wrong because it declared with two-dimensional array. So it is also wrong. Option D is the right answer. Understood?
So yes, see here in this question 3. So which is the valid declaration for the array? That's it. At the time of declaration, they have initialized the array with the elements. See the option A. So left side part is correct. Okay. But see that what is the problem with the second part? So here we want the integer array, but all the elements are enclosed inside the double quote. Is that the problem?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See the second option B. So here left side part is correct. They have declared the array integer array with square bracket and name of the array and everything. See the right side part of the assignment operator. So 582 they are the integer elements, but array declaration, at the time of declaration, if you want to initialize the array with the elements, then element should be enclosed inside the flower bracket. not inside the parenthesis. Curly braces should be there. They have used parenthesis, so it is not a valid initialization of the array. Similarly, see the third option. So here two pairs of square brackets they have used. It is a multi-dimensional array. Okay, that means it is a matrix. So two-dimensional. So one for row, one for column. But initialization, so only flower bracket, and it is initialization for the array. That is only one row will be there. So for columns there is no initialization. So that is why it is wrong. So option D, yes, they have declared the integer array my list with the pair of square bracket and 437 three elements enclosed inside the flower bracket curly brace. So it is a valid initialization for the array, integer array, that too. Okay, next question please.
Okay, ma'am. Which is a reserved word in Java programming language? Method, native, subclasses, reference, array. First, reserved word means, which
Yes.
is a reserved word in the.
Okay, Diksha.
Is my voice audible, ma'am?
Yes, clear it is.
Okay, ma'am. Which is a reserved word in the Java programming language. Reserved word means reserved words are the terms or phrases appropriate for special use that may not be utilized in the creation of variable names. For example, print. So, which is reserved word in the Java programming language? They are asking. Method, native, subclasses, reference, array. Can anyone guess?
Yes. Method, is it a reserved word? Native, subclasses, reference, array. Just you have to assume one word as the reserved word.
Okay. Okay. The answer is option B, native. The word native is a valid keyword and it is used to modify a method declaration. And option A, D, E are not keywords. Option C is also wrong uh, because the keyword for subclasses in Java is extends, not subclasses. So the reserved word in the programming language is native. Is understood?
Yes, only here method is, it is not a reserved word. Subclasses, it is not a reserved word. So in case of inheritance, extend keyword is used. Extends keyword is used in order to create the subclass from one superclass. So subclasses, it is not a keyword. Similarly, reference, array, these are not the keywords. Only native is the keyword. Why the keyword is required, Disha?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the use of native keyword?
Native keyword, ma'am.
You told
Native
it is
keyword.
used to
Modify. Native keyword means it is a modifier. Applicable. It is applicable only for methods only.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Next question. Which is a valid keyword in Java? Interface, string, float, unsigned. Can anyone guess? Valid keyword in Java.
So see
It
the
is easy
string.
only, not a complex.
I think you have used a string data type, or it is a string is a built-in class in Java. So what is wrong with the string? See this. String is actually a keyword, but here something is wrong. Yes should be capital, but here they have taken S small.
Yes,
Similarly,
ma'am.
other things. Please guess other things. Float is there, unsigned is there, interface is there.
Enter is.
Yes, you are right answer. Option A is the right answer, and option B is wrong because string is a class type in Java. So string is not a keyword. So it is not a valid keyword. And option C, float, it is also wrong answer because float is a class type. And option D, it is also wrong answer because unsigned is a keyword in C or C++, but not in Java. So option A is the right answer. Understood? Okay, next question. Consider the code snippet and select the correct output. Question is if true ampersand ampersand false ampersand ampersand true, it is logical or false. System dot out dot println of true, else system dot out dot println. If this statement is true means true will executed. If it is wrong means then else statement will be executed. Can anybody guess? Here
False.
ampersand, yes, tell me.
False.
False is the right answer.
Yes, you're right. Next slide, Chandu. False is right answer. In this statement, ampersand and logical or operators are used. Priority of operator is ampersand is high. So in the expression true ampersand, true logical and false is false. So false logical and true is false, and false logical or false is false. So the answer is false. You understood?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Next question. Which one of the following will declare an array and initialize it with 5 numbers? Option A, array A equals new array of 5. Int of A is equal to 23, 22, 21, 20, 19. And int A of is equal to new int of 5. Int of 5 array. Which one of the following will declare an array and initialize it with 5 numbers? Can anyone guess this answer?
Option B. Option
Hello?
B. Option B is the right answer.
Hello, Diksha. Hello. I think Diksha disconnected.
Yes, ma'am.
from the-
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
Diksha, Vinay has selected option D as the correct answer.
Yes, ma'am. Option B is the right answer. Next slide. Option B is the right answer. Option A is wrong because it shows an example of instantiating a class named array, passing the integer value 5 to the object's constructor. Back, Pachandu. Here, it shows an example of instantiating a class named array, passing the integer value 5 to the object constructor. So it is false. And option C, it is also a wrong answer because it shows a legal array declaration but with no initialization. So it is wrong answer. And option D is also wrong because it declares an array with size. Arrays must never be given a size when declared. So it is also wrong answer. Option B is right answer. Understood?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Next slide. Next slide, Chandu. This is the last question. Which three are valid declarations of char? Can anybody guess this? It is easy only. Which three are valid declarations? Char C1 is equal to 064770 and char C2 is equal to face. It is enclosed with single quotes, and char C3 is equal to 0xBEEF, and char C4 it is started with Unicode, and char C5 it is enclosed with single quotes. Char C6 it is also enclosed with a single quote. Can anyone guess which are three or valid declarations of character? Don't know. Okay. Option B is the correct answer. 1, 3, 6 is the correct answer. Because char C1 is equal to 064770 is an octal representation because it starts with 0. So it is an octal representation of an integer value 27128. So which is legal because it fits to an unsized 16-bit integer. And char C3 is equal to 0xBEEF. It is hexadecimal representation of the integer value 48879, which is also a unsigned 16-bit integer. It is started with 0x, so it is hexadecimal representation. And char C6, it is a Unicode representation of a character. So 1, 3, 6 are correct, valid declarations of character. And 2, 4, 5 are wrong because char C2 is equals to face. It is wrong because you cannot put more than one character in a char literals. So that it is wrong answer. And char C4 is equals to Unicode 0022. It is also wrong because the single quotes are missing here. So it is also wrong answer. And char C5 is equals to IFACE. It is enclosed with double quotes. It is also wrong because it appears to be a Unicode representation, but it starts with I rather than U. So it is also wrong. So the correct answer is option B, 136 or the right answer. Is anybody having doubt? All questions are clear? Understood?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, Diksha, thank you very much. Really, you had discussion about very good questions. Actually, last question was there, no? So I think for our students, it is a new type of assignment for character variable. Is that correct,
Yes,
Vinay?
ma'am.
Ah. So, so thank you, Diksha and Sonia. So you people explained everything. It was really a very cute explanation by you people.